Hare Krishna. I
Hare
don't know.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna,
Thank
Prabhu.
you for joining. I don't know. This is a registered course, but still devotees are not joining. They're
Oh,
not
God.
coming.
It's very important for life.
Yeah, Hare Krishna. What's going on? Manohar Prabhu and Sadhguru Prabhu.
Hare Krishna
You
Prabhuji,
all, where are you? Are you on a Brindavan Yatra? Huh?
We are at the temple.
Yeah, temple Prabhu.
Oh,
Yeah.
There was some
nice.
program going on, so we were attending that.
Oh,
Yeah, we
wow.
took a break and we joined here. We don't want to miss your class. So.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, it's not about my class, it's your course. And I can see that, both of you look very empowered.
Very good.
Very well. It's your mercy blessings only.
What, Manohar Prabhu? You are being too humble. Trying to be too humble. Okay, so we can start. Manohar Prabhu, can you do the Vaishnava pranams?
Yes, yes, bro.
Om
Om Jnanatimirandhasya
Jnananjalakaya Chakshurumilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yutapadakamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavamja Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Pradana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padhan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamcha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namaste Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyasya Kripa Sindhubhya Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna devotees. So we are summarizing Nectar of Devotion. Today is going to be last class. So from next class, we'll have Ishopanishad. And in Ishopanishad, there are 18 verses. So once we are done with that, then many of you will be receiving certificates, getting done with this course. But one thing that I didn't tell, I'm not sure if I told or not, but I'm going to repeat, that few devotees who are going to receive the certificate, like Manohar Prabhu and Sadhgujanand Prabhu, or others who are completing the course, they will have to also give a presentation. So once I'm done with giving the class, then you can, anything that we have talked from Bhagavad Gita or Ishopanishad, not Ishopanishad, Nectar of Instruction or Ishopanishad that we are going to finish, or Nectar of Devotion or Nectar of Instruction, anywhere, anything that you like, you can, any theme, any topic, or you can even give the summary of Nectar of Instruction, whatever you like, you have to basically make a PowerPoint presentation and present that to your team. So that's what is the last requirement. That's the very last thing. After that, once all the exams are done and homework are submitted, and now I have very much requested Mayapur Institute to send us the certificate. Certificate will come to your email directly. So I'll pay them the fee of everybody's certificate and send you a score and request them that these devotees should be given the certificate. On that Excel sheet, I'll write your email ID, the email ID that you prefer to receive your certificate, and then they will take maybe 1 week. They say that 1 week is sufficient, depending on how busy they are. And I would not know the name that you give me, how you want the certificate to come, all of that I'll provide them, and then they will send you the certificate directly. But while we are working on that, devotees who are, and you can do to this whole team, some of few of us join late, but they will be going back again Bhagavad Gita courses, but at least they can see how we do the presentation. So at least I can see that both of you have to make a PowerPoint presentation to the team, saying some essential learning that you had from this course. But I think, in a few weeks we'll be done. Few of you will be done. So Nectar of Devotion teaches us the stages of bhakti. And last class, we summarized up to Raganuga Bhakti. So Sadhana Bhakti has two components, Vadi Bhakti and Raganuga Bhakti. And then Raganuga Vadi Bhakti has 64 principal limbs. We went through all of that. Then Raganuga Bhakti is coming from a spontaneous attachment. The trust of serving Krishna is the main component in Raganuga Bhakti. It's not driven by rules and regulations are there, but that is not the driving force. One has a spontaneous nature to serve Krishna because they have served Krishna, and through service they have developed their nature to engage in service naturally. They don't have to artificially force themselves. So that is Raganuga Bhakti. And then Raganuga Bhakti slowly develops to the higher stage that is called Bhava Bhakti. So we'll see the definition of Bhava Bhakti. Shuddha Sattva Vishesh Atma Prema Shriyamshu Samya Bhag Ruchivi Chit Masarnya Krid Ashau Bhava Uchyate. So Bhava Bhakti has primary symptoms and secondary symptoms. Sarup Lakshana and Tatas Lakshana. So what is the primary symptoms? Mukhya Lakshana Shuddha Sattva Vishesh Atma. So through bhakti process now, devotees have been in the devotional service for so many years. So they become Vishesh Atma, empowered. We say that empowerment. Sometimes we say, oh, you are empowered person. What is empowerment? Means that person has now access to Lord's Samvit and Hladani Shakti. So we have talked that there are three internal potency, Supreme Personality of Godhead, Shandani, Samvit, and Hladani. So Samvit is knowledge potency, Hladani is bliss potency. So we say that advancing in Krishna consciousness means understanding Krishna's creation, which means realization, finally having the assessment, finally having the entrance to the internal potency of Supreme Personality of Godhead. That's why Bhava Bhakti is considered very, very high, because through devotional service, one can go such high. So this is primary symptom, Samvit and Hladani. And also Prema Shuryamsu Samya Bhag. This is beginning of the Prema. So Bhava Bhakti, one will be very advanced. They will have understanding of internal potency of Supreme Personality of Godhead. At the same time, this is the beginning. So if Prem Bhakti is considered sun, then Bhav is a ray of the sun. So that's how it is. One has started basically to progress towards becoming the pure Bhakti. So these are the two primary symptoms. And secondary symptoms are Ruchivi Chit Masharnya. Masharnya, Ruchivi, Chita means heart. Heart becomes Ruchivihi, so much love. One has so much love for Krishna that heart becomes soft, right? Softening of the heart. So devotion makes heart soft. And what is heart soft? Means compassion, understanding that every living entity is coming from Krishna. They are part and parcel of Krishna. So heart becomes very soft. But that soft still has some rigidity. An example is given Masharnya or a sponge. If you take a polymer called a sponge material, it is very soft. But if you press, it will have some solid part, right? So heart has become completely softened, but still there is some contamination. Kirdav ashau bhava uchyate. If one has achieved these things, then they are considered to achieve the bhava bhakti. So how to know we are in the bhava bhakti? This is the important, slide, very important slide. In fact, this is a slide that we should see again and again to know that if we are developing these qualities. So one of the qualities, shanti. One is very tolerant. Right? Now, if devotee has too much anxiety, that means devotee thinks that I'm the doer. And so we should have anxiety. We should definitely act, but ultimately we know act as an instrument of Supreme Personality of Godhead. So peaceful, blissful mind, always smiling, shanti, very important. And avyarth kalatvam. The devotee who are in bhava stage, they don't waste time. What is wasting of time? Gambling, associating with the people who are not like-minded, or going out, partying and all of that. Those are wasting of time. So he will find many ways of acting in Krishna consciousness, still not appear to be engaged in material activity. He'll find the way to deal with things, like building temple, organizing meeting. This is all part of devotional service, cooking, writing publications, planning for a temple. Somehow or other, he is always finding, he's using his intelligence in devotional service. And this is very important point, detachment. Okay. So devotee also has to be detached from the material sense enjoyment. That is for sure. But overall, you will see that the advanced devotee, okay, they're not allured by money or power or prestige. They'll be okay. If Krishna wants me to do, I'll do it. So yuk paragya, we say. Have some degree of vairagya, but in the service of Krishna. And then pridelessness, man shunyata, ashabandha, hope and confidence in Krishna mercy. So at asabandha, stage, at this advanced stage, now the devotee is not concerned that should I worship Krishna or should I worship, Lord Ramchandra, or should I worship Ganesha or Shiva or Durga. Those things, we have right now, that thing. We're still not sure who is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Who should I go to? Or sometimes people say that, oh, I'm going to, sometimes I hear from devotee, I go to some, other personality and request them to give me Bhakti of Krishna. Well, why don't you go to Krishna and ask them to give him the Bhakti of Krishna, They are just some excuse. But in reality, that person who has advanced in Krishna consciousness, he has complete faith. Avasya rakshive Krishna. Krishna for sure will help me. He has no confusion about it. Samutkantha, his longing for Lord's service is very strong all the time. He wants to, he is always in eagerness, eager, eager to serve. When service comes to him, he'll be very eager. Yeah, yeah, thank you, thank you, thank you for engaging me. And he'll try to do that. And then Nam Gane Sadaruchi. He has very higher taste for holy name. His chanting will be very pure. And Ashakti Tad Guni Akhyane. He will have deep attachment to discuss qualities and pastime of Krishna. So when he will give class, when he's talking Krishna Katha, he will be releasing, with full uh, taste. And then Priti Tadvasati Astale. You will go to holy places where Krishna has done his pastime. So these 9 symptoms are symptoms of Bhava Bhakti, but these are also the symptoms that we as a devotee have to aspire. It's not only, this will manifest when we get to Bhava stage. Whatever degree of advancement we have made, you will see that this quality will be manifested. We show some attachment. We have developed some pridelessness, some degree of confidence that whatever is happening due to Krishna's mercy and blessing, always want to serve. People who are advancing, they don't reject service. They will try to adjust with it. And somehow or other, how can I do? Consistency will happen. So all of those things are attachment to, Krishna. If we are superficially attached, then sometimes we show so much attachment, and sometimes we show no attachment. That is the sign of superficial attachment. Real attachment is that you are always longing to serve. And then chanting, one has faith that chanting will give me everything that I need. Go to the holy places. So these 9 symptoms are symptoms not only at Bhava Bhakti stage, but some degree of those qualities are already awakening. So all of you have some of these qualities, and these qualities will keep on improving and increasing as we dedicate more ourselves to devotional service. Okay, so this is the Bhava Bhakti stage. Then the very last essential concept that we talked in Nectar of Devotion is Prema Bhakti. Krishna Prema, Pumyartho Mahan. There are different types of endeavor that living entities are making. What is the greatest endeavor? Greatest endeavor is endeavor that one is making to obtain Krishna Prem, not to get name, fame, or prestige, or this and that, and here and there. Those are not what is goal of a pure devotee. So also this has 2 symptoms: tatas lakshana, tatas symptoms, and sarup lakshana, secondary symptoms. Shamyak masarnito shwanto mamatva atisaya kitaha. Mamatva atish ankitaha. So samyak masarnito shwanto. So in Bhava Bhakti, the heart has started softening, but we just saw a definition that it has not fully softened. But in Prem Bhakti, heart is fully softened. That's why in Prem Bhakti stage, one does not see distinction based on body, caste, color, creed, ethnicity, creed, ethnicity, whatever distinctions that we have. those distinctions are on a very gross level. On advanced stage, he or she does not see distinction. Vidya, Vinaya, Shampane, Brahmine, Gavahastine, Shuni Chaiva, Sopakecha, Pandita, Samadarshina. Very advanced stage. One is not seeing the differences. The heart is fully Krishna conscious. And Mamatva, Atishaya Ankitaha, possession towards Krishna develops. And this possession you will see in the pastime of 6 Goswamis. You know, Bhakti Swami Maharaj has, not Bhakti Maharaj, Vinod Thakur, Bhakti Vinod Thakur has written a song. In that song, he says that Ami to Tomar, Tomi to Amar. My dear Lord, I am yours and you are mine. Atma Nivedana, Tuga Pade Kori, Koinu Ati Sukhi. I have surrendered myself at your feet and I am very, very happy. Sarva Itihas, he says that Sarva Itihas Bhuli Tumi to Amar Ami to Toma. He says that all other past thing that I have. So what we have in our brain, unless and until we are not pure devotee, what we have in our mind, oh, this Prabhu is like that. Oh, that Prabhu is like that. Oh, he is not a good devotee. Sounds like he is a good devotee, but he's not a good devotee. Or he's ordinary, mind is still caught into uh, making, differentiation, too much attachment. Or if you like somebody, too much appreciation. Oh, this person, I haven't seen anybody. He is the best. Those type of things are not seen in advanced devotee. Okay, advanced devotee does not have those quality. They just see, okay, everybody is part and parcel. So itihas means that distinctions that we have. Distinction is indication of our incompleteness, or it's hidya darbalyam is the word that I was looking for. It's weakness of the heart. So when devotees are very advanced, then amito tomar, tumito amar. Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, my dear Lord, I am yours and you are mine. So that degree of possession towards Supreme Personality of Godhead comes up. And there is very beautiful story. Some of the devotee would see, that they worship Krishna as their, conjugal lover. He's my beloved. So, all the gopis, they consider Krishna as their beloved. Oh, Krishna, you have to dance with me. You have to stay around me, So this is a very advanced stage of devotional service. I'm looking for this verse 48 page. Yeah. Purva itihas bhuli nu sakal seva sukha pe mane amit tomar tumi to amar ki kaj apar dhane. So this is Bhaktivinoda Thakur saying in Sarnagati that I have forgotten everything because the happiness that I get in your devotional service, that is so releasing that what is the use? He says, what is the use of engaging in anything else? I don't have any other business. Amito tomar, tumito amar. I would like to always engage in your devotional service because that gives me the higher releasement. And I think, my dear Lord, you are also accepting my devotional service. So I'm trying my best. I also expect that you are accepting my devotional service. So this relationship, you know, this mamatva, this mamta, this possessiveness towards Krishna develops. And this is very high, right? For sure. Very, very high stage of Krishna consciousness. And then the other symptoms are bhava, sayeva, sandratma. So in that stage now, bhava has become fully condensed. So bhava has fully matured. The ray of sun that we were talking about, that ray of sun has now become full sun. Now we have, I gave the example, the flower that is in a budding stage has now fully grown up and matured. And that stage is called Prema stage. So Sarup Lakshana, Mukha Lakshana, the primary symptom is that in Prem Bhakti, Bhava Bhakti has fully matured. We said that Bhava is the entrance. And secondary symptom is that heart is fully softened and one has developed extreme possessiveness towards the personality of God. So that's the Prema Bhakti. And cause of Prema Bhakti is Bhavutah Bhakti and Prasadutah Bhakti. Bhavutah Bhakti is the Bhakti that coming from the Bhava, for sure. The definition itself says that Bhava Sayeva Sandratma. When Bhava has fully matured, then it becomes Prema. So Bhava Utaha means coming out. And then the second one is Prasada Utaha, by Krishna's mercy. Krishna's mercy, or by mercy of his devotee, one can come to this stage of Prema Bhakti. But most of the time, coming to this stage is through Bhavauta Bhakti that we are doing, going through Vadi Bhakti, then coming to the Raganuga Bhakti, finally Bhava Bhakti, and then Prema Bhakti. We talked about this, is very important to remember that Bhakti finally has this 6 quality. Bhakti has unique quality. So as we are advancing in the Bhakti, these things will start working, and you will feel like that, somebody said, oh, this person has, advanced a lot. How can I give that example? Let me tell you one thing. There is one type of person whose whole life is busy making money.
Mm.
So there are people, who will work from Monday to Friday. And then on Saturday, they have second job. Do you know people like that? I know many people.
Mm.
I know many people. I know many people who does like that. Insurance or realtor agent or something. Or, every day they will have job, and evening time they will have their own business. All, is doing about money.
Mm.
But there are people who are fully renounced. So what is the difference? What quality they have developed? There are people, you will see that they are monk. They are walking on the street of Vrindavan, and they are fully depending, on Krishna. So these qualities develop. As we develop more attachment to Krishna, slowly and slowly, we develop detachment for the things of the material world. Yes, Prabhu. Thank you. I'm in the class. Thank you, Hare Krishna. So, 6 qualities of pure bhakti. Klesh Agni Shubda Moksha Lagutakrit Sudurlabha Sandranand Visheshatma Sri Krishna Karsani Chasa. So these are the 6 prominent qualities that develops when we are in devotional service as we are progressing. So, Bhakti Bhakti, Klesa Agni, and Shubda. This Samsara Dava, Nalalidha Loka. The material world is like a blazing fire, and this is always burning. You don't feel that, but just day by day, we are burning. Most of us were young man, then we become, adult, and now we are becoming old. So it's kind of annihilating. It's burning. A lot of anxiety, this pressure, that tension, this tension. So through Bhakti Bhakti, that place Agni gets subsided and one feel auspicious. Auspiciousness starts appearing in one's life. Not that you become rich, that is not auspicious. Here, auspiciousness means one start feeling relief. Okay, I have Krishna. One is not chasing too much material energy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. One can connect and see the spiritual energy of Krishna and understand that and be peaceful with it. Moksha Laghut Krit Sudurlabha. Moksha Laghut Krit in the devotional service as we advance, liberation becomes insignificant. Okay, I know we have seen the slides that there are 5 types of liberation, but all of that liberation becomes insignificant. Anya vilasita sunyam gyan karmadya navaritam. They are free from jnana, endeavor for knowledge, and karma, endeavor for any other material activity. One is just happy. My dear Lord, you have given me opportunity. These are advanced stages. I know it's very theoretical, but that's what our future are. If we are advancing Krishna consciousness, that's how we are going to be. But Sudurlava, there is a question mark. Don't think that everybody will have that that realization, that degree of advancement. Not Brahman Brahmitte Kono Bhagyavan Jeev, Manushyanam Sahasya Kasidyati Siddhayadam Devi Siddhanam Kasidyati Manta Tota Krishna says. There are thousands of people, who are endeavoring. Very few will even try to know me. Very few who are trying to know me. Out of them, even less, very few will come to know who I am. So this is for sure. This is Durlava. Sandranand Vishesh Atma. It gives the happiness, blissful. Remember we're talking about Haladni Sakti. So at this time, the soul has realized, soul has regained its full potential. Oh, I'm not this body. I'm not this. I'm not that. All this material designation that soul has, that has fully awakened. And Sri Krishna person, one is formally and fully attached to Krishna. Okay. So I know that I went a little faster, but I would like to definitely discuss, what you understand, what you do not understand. How was study of Nectar of Devotion for you? I would like all of you to talk a little bit about that. So prepare by the time I finish this slide. Okay. What did you learn? See, Santa Mataji left right away as soon as I said that. I'm not sure, how we'll do it. We have to work on this thing. 2 people left right away. I have to. So, anyway, Adau Shraddha Tata Sadhu Sangha Tata Bhajan Kriya Tato Anartha Nivritti Shat Tato Nishtha Ruchis Tatha Ath Atha Shaktis Tato Bhavas Tata Prema Hu Bhanjati Sadhaka Sadhaka Nam Ayam Premaha Pardurbhave Bhavit Karme. Pardurbhave Bhavit Karme. This is important. These stages, one may say, oh, I've been doing bhakti. Why I'm not feeling this bhava stage or prema stage? Pardurbhavet karmaha. This is slowly and slowly this quality will Pardurbhave will appear. Udbhave will come into one existence slowly and slowly. Sadhaka naam ayam in sadhaka, the one who are following the bhakti. So these stages are not applicable to those who are not following the bhakti. Those who are following these teachings, sadhaka, the one who are sadhaka, in them Pardurbhave bhavet karma. Slowly and slowly this quality will appear. So what are those quality? Adau Shraddha Sadhu Sangha. From Shraddha to Sadhu Sanya, Atha Bhajan Kriya. Then it will proceed to Bhajan Kriya. Tato Anarth Nivriti. Come to Anarth Nivriti. Shyat Tato Nishtha. Then we come to Nishtha. Then Ruchi. Tata Athasakti. Asakti. Then it will come to Asakti. Tato Bhavas. Then it will come to Bhava. Tata Prema. Then it will come to Prema stage. So these stages Pardurbhave bhavet karma. Slowly and slowly these stages will awaken. In whom? In the sadhaka. So all the discussions that we had, all of the stages that we are talking about, these are to the sadhaka. The more seriously we do our sadhana bhakti, the faster we can progress. So that is the teaching of Nectar of Devotion. I would like to first see if there is any questions, anything that anybody would like to ask.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. I missed that Subdha example that you took, Prabhu. Subdha. Kleshavini and Subdha.
Yeah.
So can you please explain again? What is the example that you took?
So Klesa Agni is basically the fire of the material world, and all the living entity, they are burning in the material existence, and that burning has different types. If we are away from Krishna, then we are burning with the anxiety that we have. How my food will come? Where is my shelter?
Mm.
You know, what will happen tomorrow? Today I am good. What will happen tomorrow? So, karta hamiti manate, one has the doership mentality. And with that, the doership mentality, one thinks that I am all doing, nobody else is helping me. And with that, he is always, burning himself. Heart attack will happen, anxiety will dominate, all of that will happen. I also give the example that how it's burning. Burning also means something that deteriorates. Fire deteriorates, consumes. So we are being consumed too, and very obvious example of how we are being consumed. Yeah, when you are baby, most of the time you are very happy, very smiley, very jolly, because you are very much depending on your parents. They are feeding you, they are changing your clothing, they are giving you food, they are giving you water, they are giving you the bed to sleep. But as the baby is growing and taking more and more responsibility, that independent mentality is coming. And then one is taking care of their life by oneself, not depending on the parents, not depending on other resources. And with that, anxiety and all that, that happening in the material world starts coming in, and one stop even laughing. No laughing, always anxiety. Oh, I have so much problem. You don't know how much problem I'm going through. I can become Krishna conscious, but I'm right now in a big problem. I hope this problem will go away. You know that fire is
Mm.
consuming, fire is
Mm.
consuming, fire is burning, and then slowly and slowly, the Balyavastha will turn into Kishoravastha. Kishoravastha will get into youth, then youth will turn into adult, adult will turn into prod, and then slowly old, and all of that finally, die. Memory will start going away, seeing capacity, will be compromised, hearing will go, all of that. So that's how fire consumes. But one who is working on soul platform and doing for the pleasure of soul, they are they can see they can see that yes, what is dying is the body, not the soul. So in Bhakti Bhakti, you come to that realization. You advance the attachment you develop with Krishna that help you understand that our body. This is not what we are meant for. Something else is coming up. Bhakti is developing. With the time, more seriously we follow, the more bhakti is developing. So that's the gain. Does it make sense for what I was saying?
Yes, Prabhuji. So
Prabhuji.
once the material desires start flushing out to get rid of those things, then the realization starts, and we realize that even mukti, liberation, is nothing, and we get into the happiness, and that happiness we enjoy with Krishna Prema.
Yeah. But everything has to be our nature.
Natural, yeah.
Everything has to be nature. So, no imitation. The more intensely you do bhakti, the more intensely you associate with sadhu, the more intensely you study Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, courses like this, the more you show seriousness. Slowly, Sarguna Samahita, slowly those quality will start uh, manifesting. So that's the point, I'm trying to drive that that we don't have to, try to work for those things separately. Oh, I don't want to be in anxiety. I want to be. No, all you have to do is that एक साधे सब साधे श्रद्धा शब्द विश्वास को है दृढ़ निश्चय कृष्णा भक्ति कैले सर्वकाल सिद्धि है focus on how can I get more association of the devotee Saturday, today Saturday, right? I mean, we have thousands way to not come to temple, but you can also found thousands way to come. Oh, let me go and have Mangala Aarti. Let me go associate with devotee. Let me go have darshan of, Krishna Balram. Let me go do something like, Gopal Prabhu was here today. He did the cooking this morning. Good. Something, 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 around, you'll be attached to your deity. Something will be doing, related to Krishna. Nothing else will basically make sense to you. Nature. Even somebody will say, Prabhu, I want you to come for no, Prabhu. I'd rather just be on my harmonium and do some kirtan. Attachment, it's a good sign. Maybe people outside will not like it. That's okay. But you are liking, anything that is associated to Krishna. That's very good sign. Very good sign. Going to the temple, doing some services, preaching, natural, everything naturally, and it becomes your nature. At that stage, you say that no, all I have to do is serve Krishna. Because moksha definitely is higher goal, right? Dharma, artha, kam, then moksha. So they are definitely higher goal. But pure devotee, Nadhanam, Nadhanam, Sundarim, nothing. Kavita Vajagadis Kamare, Manjan, Mishra about Bhakti. My dear Lord, birth after birth, all I want is your unalloyed devotion. And that unalloyed devotion guarantees everything. An example is Pandavas. Krishna protected them. Example is Mother Sita. She was in Lanka. Krishna, Ram Chandra manifested things like that. Some terms and conditions. So yes, one thing that I have realized is that you will have your own plan, thousands of the plan, still you cannot save yourself. But if you depend on Krishna, then he can save you among all difficulties, all challenge. Like people say, Prabhu, you should. I'm not trying to say that, please, I'm being recorded, but understand the intent. Because, Prabhu, you should, be careful, take care of yourself. What is this taking care of yourself? What is this taking care of yourself? Take care, just do some bhakti, let Krishna take care of yourself. If Krishna will take care of yourself, nothing will happen. So like that, try to be pure, don't worry too much, don't make too much plan of your name, fame, glory, past, nothing. No, no, no. My dear Lord, if you want me to be the famous most person, you can make me. If you want me to be somebody, who is being criticized, whatever, depending on Krishna, So these things should be natural, because once it's natural, then you would not feel like you are doing it and you'll be doing it. Others can see, but you would not see that. So, depending more on Krishna, try to depend more on Krishna, understanding his will. But these are the other things we need to do. Don't worry too much. One thing that we have to worry is that, did I get up on time? Did I chant my round? Did I, serve devotee? Did I do some service? Those type of things. There are few personality, like for example, I can tell an example of my wife. I'm doing a lot of services, but my wife doesn't normally show her face, but she's taking care of everything at house. Home we have DT, Radha Chan, Suddha, and she's taking care of them. If you go, she's managing every day, putting flower, doing Mangala Aarti, the daytime Aarti, all the Aarti she does. So although she is not coming on the face like I am right now, temple president, this and that, everybody is seeing me acting. She is not being seen acting, but she is equally doing devotional service as I am doing. She might be better devotee than I am. So those are the things, we have to see. We have to see how much we are attached to Krishna. And if that attachment, however it is, jena kena prakarena, whichever way it's possible, putting ourselves at the feet of Krishna strongly, whatever way Lord wants. So if we do that, then these things are our nature. Okay, thank you, Prabhu. Anybody else has anything? Any questions that they would like to ask? Please ask. Any
Hare
realization?
Krishna.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Dandavad.
Hare Krishna, Dandavad.
Prabhu, as you are saying this example, Prabhu, thank you, Prabhu, for having those examples. So, yeah, because of the Gruhastha life, we have to do a lot of works, right? Prabhu, means, of course, we need to take care home, we need to take care kids, we need to take care lot. So, whatever we do, if we do as the service of Krishna, and because we are serving, that is the attachment, and that is the way, right, Prabhu?
Yeah, so where
Because
there is
sometimes,
will, there is a way,
Mhm.
being honest. So I gave the example that Gopal Prabhu is coming on every Saturday, and for many years, 2-3 years, he has been doing. That doesn't mean that somebody who is not coming is not a pure devotee. That I do not mean to say that. I mean to say that being honest. So instead of getting up, somebody is sleeping too late. That I don't know. It's being honest. So those type of things, being very honest with you and sincerely taking up the services, doing something for Krishna conscious, always making endeavor. Either we are Girhastha or Banprastha or Brahmachari or Sannyasi, really it doesn't matter. As long as we are doing our best, trying our best, wherever we are, Girhatako, Banatako, Bhakti Thakur says. Either you stay in house or you stay in forest. Wherever I see Krishna. So that's what we have to learn. Developing attachment to Krishna. That's what I was telling about. Wherever you are, however you are, whatever situation Krishna has given it, it's for your benefit. Nothing is against us. How I can work in that situation to retain my Krishna consciousness, help others. Did I address your question, Mataji, or no?
Yes, Prabhu. Yeah, just I'm telling that sometimes whatever we do may not seems to be, but as long as we are honest, we are trying to do whatever
Yeah,
we do
you are
as
right.
a service of the Krishna. Because
Yeah.
normally we say, okay, we need to come to temple, we need to listen the Bhagavatam, we need to do, because these are all something, if any devote, anyone does, that is the that will show externally, right, Prabhu? But sometimes some devotees, it may not show up, but as long as the main thing is we have to be honest ourselves and we need to try our best. That's what you're mentioning, our
Yeah.
endeavor.
Yeah, but honestly, we have to
To
follow the
huh.
process. I understand. So Sadhu Sangha, Bhajan Kriya, and Earth Nuri, this is the process. Sadhu Sangha is the process. So associating with devotee is the process. So seriousness also means associating, coming to, devotee, getting their association, Bhajan Kriya, chanting our round. These are the things. But these things, if it's being happening, if these things are being done, then it's okay. So sadhu sangha, now we cannot underestimate the importance of sadhu sangha sarva shastra ka hai, lay mat sadhu sangha sarva siddhi hoy. So running to the association of the pure devotee. But sometimes, like for example, I just give the example of my wife. I said that that's why I said that she is not on the front, but she might be better devotee than me. I think this is better than me. I know the way she does certain things, the way she is attached. She is not very vocal, but whenever I talk to her, she is like, I always inspire hearing, her understanding on certain thing. But that's the personality, But is she doing Krishna consciousness? Very good, very well. I know her. So likewise, Mataji, doesn't have to be as long as we are, staying there, staying Krishna conscious, doing right thing. That's why we went through the Anga of Bhakti. What is to be done, what is not to be done. The things which are supposed to be done by us, we should be doing that. So now if we don't do that and say that we are serious, then that doesn't match. That's what it is. Seriousness means doing those things seriously, which has to be done, which have to be done. Deity worship have to be done. Sadhu Sangha have to be done. Book reading has to be done. Reading every day. Those are the things. Holy places. We need to go to holy places. Tulsi Mata has to be worshipped. So those are the anga of bhakti. And seriousness means doing those things. That's what it is. I understand. Thank you so much. Anybody has anything else that I would like to ask or share? This is the last class of Nectar Devotion. So did you all understand raise your hand if you can. Did you all understand the overall teaching that we had in Nectar Devotion or not?
Yes.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes.
The essence is like the verse is Anya Bilashita Sunim verse. That is a very, very instructive verse.
Yeah, that's the Parimasa Sutra.
Yeah,
That's
Prabhasa Sutra as you mentioned. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the main, and that's why, this is coming from sixth Goswami, our acharyas, I mean, my dear devotee, I know people tell so many names, but whenever it comes to sixth Goswami, I feel like that they were like supremely powerful. We should feel very proud. That is why also I request that don't get too much distracted. This process, that process, this dharma, that dharma, what should I do? You should maybe not believe me. You should not believe somebody else like me, but you should believe Prabhupada. You should believe Bhaktivinoda Swami Maharaj. You should believe, our acharyas. You should believe six Goswamis. They cannot cheat us. They are whatever they have said is final. Mahaprabhu personally came and
That's
gave the teaching. So don't try to be too smart. Sometimes people, too smart. They lose their whole life. Surrender. Listen very carefully. Whatever six Goswamis have said, whatever Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur has said, and Bhaktivinoda Swami Maharaj has said, Prabhupada has said, just listen very carefully. Just do that. If you do that, you will advance. Then you can understand everything. Prabhupada understood Jesus Christ very nicely. He never criticized. He understood. He understood Allah. Today we're reading the verse. He was saying that, foolish people need to go to mosque, churches, temple. We were reading, this morning, chapter 8, verse number 19. Where Queen Quinty is saying that Maya Jonika Aksham. Avagya Adok Chaje. These ignorant people, they cannot see. Adokchaje avyam. They cannot see you, but you are. No, antarbhar avasthitam. You are inside and you are outside. So thing is that Prabhupada did not criticize any place of worship. Why you and I should criticize? That's why I said that. Don't get into this politics of criticism. What is your process? We are follower of Brahma Madhava Sampradaya. Follow the teaching very seriously, very, very seriously. You know, that you will be given the real nectar. So that's the point I'm trying to drive. And you said very anavlasita sunya means this, no other desire. Just practice pure devotional service. Every time, do introspection of yourself and see if you are doing right thing or not. If you're not doing right thing, then try to do right thing. You cannot justify wrong thing. You cannot. If acharyas have not recommended us, if Shastra is not saying that, Guru Shastra Sadhu is not saying that, and if you are wasting your energy to justify it and being too smart, know for sure, I'm telling you, you are caught. You are caught by the wing of Maya. She has got it. But if you become humble, break down yourself, just go from beneath, you will go and touch the feet of Krishna. These are some of the learnings I have that I would like to share. Be very serious from your heart. Do right thing. Have faith in the process. Have firm faith that this process will deliver me. Respect everything. That's what we are seeing. Don't be disrespectful to the living entity, to the process of devotion service that people are doing. It's okay. They wherever they are following their thing. You be very honest and serious. And Prabhupada said that, listen, respect everything, but do what is good for you to do. So we are following the teaching of Prabhupada, 6 Goswamis ultimately, Mahaprabhus. We'll do whatever they have taught us. And that's real seriousness. Now it appears or not appears, that's fine. That's fine. Anybody has anything else that they would like to share before we adjourn? Manoj Prabhu, anything you have if you are still there that you would like to share?
No, no, Prabhu, we are very happy to take this class. I mean, this, as you said, this nectar of devotion, we have to study nicely so that we know how to achieve bhakti. Yeah.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Out of the 3 relationships you said, we and Rupa Goswami is showing us the path how
Yes.
to do the bhakti and it's a gradual process. So we have and from the exam standpoint, we'll complete the homework, Prabhuji, and we'll submit by next week, and then
Yes. Yeah, whenever it's possible, Prabhu. I know you are very serious. I can see that. You are a follower of Prabhupada, very serious devotee. Thank you, Prabhu. So what we'll do is that Mataji will send the form for devotees to choose their date for exam. And from next class, we are going to have Isopanishad. Is it okay? Please keep on reading. And if you want to still continue, one of this course, you can be more than happy to be part of some of the classes that I do. But from next class, we are going to start Isopanishad.
Sure, Prabhuji.
And yeah.
I have
Yes,
not
Prabhuji.
completed my homework, so I will try to complete, Prabhuji.
Yes. So I'm going to look at, this exam, Nectar of Devotion exams will be given by only those devotees who are, done with the homework. Like Brinda Sundari Mataji, she sent all of her homework. She is very prompt in sending homework. Is very seriously taking it. So I have received the homework and very good answer also. Thank you, Mataji. So likewise, everybody else, please do your homework, send it to me. Then you can give exam. That's how because we have only last 2 modules left. So devotee will give the exam, submit the homework, they will right away get the certificate and they are done with the courses. Others, who have not submitted the homework, please go ahead and submit, and then show your interest with the exams. So from next class, I'll start doing Ishopanishad. Okay. Thank you so much. Vanchkalpatarubhyasya kripasindhubhyayavasya Patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavyo namo namaha. Anantakoti Vaishnavi ki jai, Samal Bhakti ki jai. Another pranams to everybody. Thank you so much. Take care. Hare Krishna. I'll see you next Saturday with new book, Ishopanishad. Very powerful book. I'll tell you why I like teaching Ishopanishad, that last book. I'll give you all of that understanding when we do class next week. Okay, are we good? Thank you. Hare